But obviously, we don't know what's going to happen in that upper final.
Right. And that is why we play the game. Again, we are going to be starting off on Lotus. Haven is second, and then if needed, Ascent will be the dessert. Blue Water is going to be starting off on the attacking side. There was much to said about the ISO comp and some of the changes, and Bob on the Rays. I think, again, it was Mimi who mentioned it. That's what I'm really excited to see as well. But for WADA, it looks like a little aggression towards A main early on.
Yeah, this is something that you're going to see a lot. Starbound going for these aggressive picks over towards the C mound area, taking all that map space. But look at this front B walk. All 5 members from Blue Otter are going to do this B execute. And there's not much resistance here, Doug.
No, they're going to find a vacant site. And we've got Power Pixel who's kind of spotting Worm. The smoke comes out, but they're already ahead of it all. So they're going to get onto the site. I think the question for Blue Water here is how far up do you scale? They are investing everything towards this A fight.
Really good job from WADA to avoid that double tap. That ISO shield's not a factor in this retake anymore.
Now smoke towards Heaven. Eye comes through. Vanitas overwhelmed, as is the rest of Blue Water. Very nicely done, but now Bob joins the fray. A 2v3, now equalized. Numbers even, a double swing. See him, Bob, get both.
Right. Don't do it at all.
Good proactivity. Bob had to make magic out of what was a dire situation because of how orchestrated that retake was from WADA. I mean, WADA did a really good job of avoiding that initial aggression into that broken door area. And then, you know, the flood on the actual retake, when it came through, the trades were going in their favor. But Bob is just too cold in these moments. And this nade, I mean,
It was perfect.
it was insane. So now WADA, I mean, they lose a pistol round and they kind of have to stack and try to get some cheese kills here. So it's 4 players just up down at A main, but I mean, Blue
With a
Water-
Marshall over there as well.
yeah. But Blue Water are going to take their time. This is how you should be playing the eco rounds. You know, you want to see if there's anything going on, if there are any traps.
Yeah, tell me a bit more about that. What is the concern with playing really fast on an anti-eco like this? Is it you don't really know what's waiting for you, or what?
Yeah, especially on a map like Lotus where there's tons of like trap spots that you can do. To be fair, you know, WADA don't have like that many scans to be able to like find out some of the stuff. But I mean, that deadlock nade and the raise nade could do a lot of damage if you're not ready for it.
Right, and then maybe even an Omen flash. Things get really messy. There's a little messy. This is a 3v3, and friendly reminder for those of you who are watching at home, it was just a Marshall that was brought in from the side of WADA. And they still, I mean, they do have some site control. But WADA knocking at the door, trying to find their way through. Starbound will fall. Just like that, the chamber is down. Vanitas with 3 on the round, flirting with 4. As Juna's the last one standing.
Yeah, and oftentimes when you're the underdog team, it's good when you have a hot start like this because you already don't have as much pressure on you, right? The pressure when you're the underdog team starts coming when you're about to close out the map, I would say, just from past experience. And I feel like when Vanitas and Bob, your double duelist players, are popping off like this, it's really good signs for you to potentially make an upset. And we already saw WADA in their last showing against YFP have a rough defensive half. We'll see here, though, on the first gun round. It's going to be Starbound here with just headhunter shots because of that investment.
Yeah, it was Emily who was mentioning it on the desk. They really like to get the op up as soon as possible, which explains why Starbound is carrying that retirement plan over into the next round.
But rounds like this are so important. I feel like you would want to invest whatever you can to secure your first round win, you know, and not get bonus. So, well, I mean, we'll see how this round unfolds, if it's going to come back to haunt them. Look at the patience right now from the side of Blue Otter. Patience was the name of the game for YFP on their attacking side against WADA. A lot of the executes were happening around the 30-second mark. Wonder if it's going to be a little bit more sped up here, though.
Yeah, we are still a little bit before that. Keep a close eye on the time situation. And yeah, a little ahead of forecast. The trip is cleared. The site is theirs. They're stalling out, though, on main. Now, with the paranoia through, they can head back towards their advances and return to their B ways. Vanitas trying to hold the line. Juno will get the first. Spike's still not down. Site's still not theirs. Now committed to it.
30 seconds left.
Very nice out from Bob, but big numbers the way of WADA. I think, again, we go back to having to address the Starbound does not have a gun, just headhunter bullets.
Yeah, and there's still a deposit here. So if this spike does get planted, Arvon should get taken out, like so.
10 seconds left. The spike should go down
10
B.
seconds left.
This is not a comfortable position at all for WADA. So many guns,
Spike
even if you win
planted.
this round, have gotten out of your hands.
You can't even start thinking that far ahead. You got to be able to close this out. Big shot out. Haunt still there. Used. Last kill comes through. WADA are on the board, but now we can talk about the financial implications of what you were just talking about. Starbound's going to be able to buy. You presume they're going to buy an op. You have 2 rifles. The money's not great the rest of the way.
Yeah, you're gonna have to scavenge some shotguns and etc., which honestly is not too bad considering, you know, the composition that WADA is running. There is a lot of stall, but because of that, I mean, look at Astralis. I mean, you have to invest your utility, right? You are playing the deadlock. You need those sensors up. You want that deadlock wall up to be able to play those timings and just block off a section. I mean, look at this kill, Joe. It's just real quick in heaven. Just the jumping Vandal spray down. But yeah, look at how scrappy this buy is. I mean, I guess it doesn't look as scrappy as we thought it would be.
Well, I mean, light armor on
light armor
and
and
a bulldog. Yeah, it's not great. Meanwhile,
The utility is still there.
yeah, we need is we'll pull Juna into the gulag, and that is 1, the way of the ISO. Keep a close score on that. Rocket popped, left on the other side of the wall, forced to sit back and wait as the utility continues to be a problem from the defensive side.
Yeah, this operator is going to pose a big threat if you try to speed up into the A site. There's just so many.
Huh?
What?
Okay.
I mean, okay. Might need to get that one checked out. You get to see a replay of that from Bob's POV. That would be insane.
Bob concerned with the heaven swing, but both were down in hell. Power Pixel keeping a couple back, still 2 on the site, all left on Femboy now. 2 satchels, no other utility to speak of.
Yeah, 1 kill off of that showstopper
Spike
though.
planted.
Oh, and that could change the round. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Spike
See if
just
there's
went
a
down,
good
so
swing.
plenty of time. Flash goes up, confirms presence. But how does Femboy play around this? 1 back in tree. The eye will not tag. A little bit of fake info there. But they're still so patient. You mentioned it earlier. Blue Otter not over swinging, not giving a line they shouldn't give. This time window could be everything though. 1 kill found.
Satchel out.
The tap, the satchel forward. Femboy not able to pull it off. Blue get the round.
Yeah, even though it was 2 isolated 1v1s, Blue Otter played that 2v1 really, really solidly.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the time was such a factor because of no one from Blue Otter peeking and giving that showstopper early. So, yeah, Femboy couldn't really have an opportunity to pop that. You kind of had to get half right there. And Sia knows that. So Sia just takes that timing 1v1.
Now we win.
Yeah, that was really well played. I mean, that whole flurry of trades. And now, look at the implications of that. Look at the buy now. The money is so bad. There's a hero buy from Femboy. I just don't know if WADA can do anything in this round.
No, this is, for all intents and purposes, a dreadful start. The one benefit is you take a look. There are 3 ults online for WADA, and there are 2 just around the corner. So maybe not in this round, or you can invest and try to get away with something a little silly. But for now, WADA playing it a bit slow. Power in numbers, as you see all 4 posted up outside B.
I mean, really just trying to guess as to where Blue Otter are going to end. And it looks like they're guessing correctly. If these members of WADA get into this site, the showstopper's not quite there yet, but that Fade Ultimate can all of a sudden make these pistols do some damage.
Yeah. And the rocket's not far off, but that ult's going to tag. I think that ult tagged everyone except for the Rays. Astralis gets the first, Starbound gets the second, and now there's the second nightfall. The rocket used, finds its mark. Colby now down.
Last player standing.
A thrifty on the cards as Harper's the last alive. Will succumb as WADA gets 2.
Oh my gosh. I mean, we set it up perfectly in the beginning of this map, you know, the way that Blue Otter were playing and approaching the anti-eco rounds, trying to make sure that you don't fall into a trap. But this time, the trap was set so far back that WADA were able to get immense value from everything. I mean, yeah, once that Nightfall comes out from the attacking side of Blue Otter, it's obvious that it's going to be a hit there. And Astralis, that deadlock nade was just beautiful.
Yeah. They had plenty of delay utility. I think the net right outside or right inside of C was a real problem as well. So Very nicely done. And now Starbound has a chance to get online. Not with the regular op. But there you see some of the theory, if you will, behind running an ISO into a chamber.
Yeah, and you still have the wall as well. If you want to gather even more space. But yeah, the weaponry isn't looking too pretty for the side of Blue Water. This is their, you know, well, kind of a thrifty buy, if you want to call it that. You have a Guardian on Bob. And we've seen Blue Water have some success towards this B side, but yeah, I mean, ankles will take you out with that chamber operator. Doesn't matter where you're at. That's 150. Yeah.
That is, as the old saying goes, ankles will take you out with the chamber operator. Starbound a little off the mark there as Bob gets the trade. And they're still, I mean, they're kind of stalling out on site. They haven't really dealt with the chamber trip. Now cleared. But you can feel the walls closing in. The nade just a bit off the mark. Colby can take a step back, find a little bit of solace. But it's just temporary. Bob really far up. Really aggressive line. Only 7 HP. Flash will help out a little bit.
Hey, Colby does have the Odin. I mean, this could get kind of crazy.
There's a deadlock ult, and there's the 7 HP raise that's going to go down, but Colby gets 2. With the Odin, make that 3! Ah.
Hey,
brother.
From what we've seen at Chaps, I'm sure everyone has watched. The Odin is a deadly weapon in the right hands, and what was a thrifty round. I mean, if that deadlock ult is not invested, maybe this goes the other way.
Yeah.
Maybe Blue Water thrifty WADA right back. Oh yeah, the ankles.
Sleep.
That
Always
chamber
the
operator is so deadly though. Like, I mean, the damage on that thing, again, it's not like the traditional operator. Obviously, you know, there wasn't armor invested anyway, but
Listening.
it still does 150 damage no matter where you hit. So here we go now, though. It's going to be an actual operator online now for Starbound. It's going to be a front B pick because of how Blue Water have been approaching this map. And they've gone front B quite a bit here. An active Prowler to clear out all that space, but it's an A open this time for Blue Water, and a very patient one at that. Wonder if Blue Water are catching on to the fact that WADA have been playing in the back of this A site.
I am also surprised to see Starbound not take the more aggressive line off the dog B.
Right?
I guess he's trying to play right inside the tether. Meanwhile, the deadlock wall just went up C, so won't have that later on in the round. They might go back to Starbound after all.
Yeah, if you walk into this angle without using that Vice Flash, you're going to get cooked. This is such an easy shot to hit with the operator.
Right in the shoulder. You said it well, and then the TP away.
Effortless.
So now you still have the trip up B, and you still have the wall C with the sensors.
And from what we've seen so far, WADA are pretty comfortable playing a B retake, and it's looked pretty decent so far. So with numbers advantage, it should look even better.
Trap's cleared. I believe that shot hit, so the shield will be gone. Oh, never mind. I lied. Now broken. And Vanitas immediately tagged up, down to 30 HP. Has to take a step back.
Paranoia used aggressively here, though, to take that Heaven space back. So that won't be into effect on the actual site retake. And look at Bob hunting.
Oh, that ended up becoming the prey as Power Pixel hits a shot. Now the nades through. And they can continue to push this in. I don't really know that they have the right lines for this. Yeah. I mean, Colby's going to have to pull off a miracle to get this round back, and they can't.
Yeah, that was a very patient retake from WADA. I mean, I actually do like the investment from Juna on using that Paranoia to gather some of that space that was taken from Blue Water. I think that makes just every bit more of a difference. And that's why Power was so ready for another set of aggression somewhere else on the map, right? And that was Bob pushing through Roken, trying to get a wraparound. So WADA already looking much better than the last time they played this map on the defensive side. Now getting 4 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, even better than the way they played some of the opening rounds, right?
Yeah.
Forget about the last time they played the map. I'm just thinking about 15 minutes ago and how there was cause for concern.
And now's when you start wondering, when is the timeout going to come through from Blue Water?
Yeah, it's
maybe make an adaptation, try to cheese around. Look at this change up, an aggressive deadlock wall as well.
The net hit, the walls there. Astralis refusing to take a step back. Still plenty of utility here as Vanitas, the tip of the spear, has to try to find a line. Will, but traded back. You see those Sentinels holding the line. Astralis gets tagged by the dog. Colby pushing forward with the judge. That's the easiest kill of their lives. The second through, even in the face of the flash. Juna falls.
One enemy remaining.
What a round from Blue Water.
Yeah, Blue Water with a late lurk in front B as well. But you kind of feel like WADA gifted Blue Water that round. I mean, obviously the set of utility and the scaling was really good. But I think it was just staying for too long, maybe disrespecting their opponent a little bit too much from the double senti on the side of WADA.
Sure. Instead of what, maybe preferring to play into a retake?
Yeah,
More
you have that
specifically?
operator.
Yeah,
You have that operator. You can play back and spawn, control some of that space and water as well. There was one sensor still able to be placed from Australis that you could have put. But instead, you know, you're playing around pillar and you see it. You can't even hear anything when you get tethered. So that's where Colby's able to just get that flank, catch another timing in the spawn as well.
Yeah, never even really had a chance.
Now we wait.
You're right. Colby went through completely undetected. 8 and 6 so far. As Blue Water, it seemed like they were in some trouble, but punch back, keep a side at 4 apiece. And now it's the attack setup in the hands of Bob.
All right, let's see if we get this head-to-head play here. See if I don't think Colby spotted around here at all, but it's Juna that gets taken out. Yeah.
Very nice shot. Both omens fall at the hands of the op, but now they can speed up onto A here. You've got a Roomba and you have a dog. Paving the line, rocket popped. It will be a vacant site.
You still have that ISO ultimate as well. You have
No distractions.
Flies ult. Oh, actually grabbing the perfect player. This is exactly who you'd want to grab.
Headhunter though, not able to connect. Meanwhile, Bob gets another as the ult goes off. Still not a comfortable position here for WADA. The one silver lining is that Vanitas is incredibly weak.
Destabilizing.
But I don't know how they find a way in. Additionally, their money's not great, but they're going to go for it anyway. Not choosing to take the save. It's going to have to be a 1v2. Bob gets 3 with the op as Blue get 5.
All right, well played. The alt snowball was in favor for Blue Otter with the way that they took that A site. Vanitas, it felt like that was like the max range that you could grab Starbound from. But that's exactly who you want to grab when you have that shield popped. It's the operator, right? And that's why you saw the classic here out from Starbound, because you just have no chance. You see a lot of players try to jump through the wall and try to get a right click to break that shield, and maybe then you have a shot at winning that 1v1. But good ISO players, experienced ISO players will never give you the time of day, and that's why Vanitas is 9 and 8 right now on the attack side of Lotus.
Oh, Colby. Decayed, the nade, still lands the shots on Arjuna. As WADA come into this round with a very meager vibe. But Femboy getting one with the Sheriff. So a little bit of threat. We've already seen one Thrifty. But can they pull it off again? I don't think so. Not this time around.
Last player standing.
I'm just so shocked that Blue Water are just willing to fight fire with fire against these weaker weapons.
Australis has to get this pick here onto Bob if they want a chance. Still a minute left in the round. Australis has a shot at this.
And you do have time to walk around. Bob's still not moving from her position. Are they going to meet up front B? No. It's going to meet up at Mound.
This is really well played here from Blue Water. Everything on Australis here. Yeah, and truly, you're not expecting both of them playing Mound.
And look at the utility from Harper right now. You have everything. You have absolutely every piece of utility.
Both spotted, one found. The ult's gonna connect.
Nothing there.
Oh, Bob just barely dodges it. But now there's a timing window. She's going back into the swing, choosing to take the fight. Time is running out. Bob lands a shot. Blue Water gets the round.
A headshot with the operator, nevertheless. That was such a sketchy round from the start. I mean, it was a eco round for WADA, but the 1v2 there at the end, I was so shocked with the way that Harper played that. I mean, with the Odin, anything is possible. You can hold a lot of angles, but when you have a full set of utility, you would think that you would play with it.
It was for Australis here. Was it the right play to go for the fight instead of the tap or the defuse or even getting it to half?
You kind of have to, because that operator is just too easy to cut the pie. Like you can slice those angles just way too easily, and it's just a one-shot kill, right? At the end of the day. Change of pace here, though. It's just a full C hit.
Yeah, and Starbound this time wisely gives up the line. The ult will not connect onto anyone. And note, they have a couple of ults of their own they can punch back with, excuse me, Power, and then Femboy.
Bob winning the head-to-head is massive, though, for Blue Water.
Keep a close eye on Colby on the minimap. Just TP'd, ulted all the way out, all the way back into their spawn, and I don't think they know. It doesn't look like it's going to matter. It seems like the round's going to be over before Colby even joins the fray, but could be the difference maker. Smoke's out now. Juna and Strauss left on the outside looking in.
Yeah, you have
Forced
to
to
TP
face
in.
into the smoke, yeah. Harper down.
There's one.
Last player
Juna
standing.
pushing forward, and they will both fall. Blue Water's really run away with this half here.
Yeah, it's just
Last
too
round
smothering.
in the half.
That Omen ult secures all that space as well into spawn, so you know that everybody's just flanking. And I have to highlight Bob with this operator play on the attacking side. Ever since picking that one up off of Starbound's body,
Yeah.
she's really just been going on a tear. I mean, in that last round, basically diffing Starbound in that op v op. It's not an easy fight to win on the defensive side, peeking in, obviously, but those little things matter. Those little things play a factor into your brain throughout an entire map like this.
Whoa, look at that flash, and the ult popped. Femboy looking for the ult, but the shield's gonna cancel out the whole thing.
No,
That entire trap was canceled by one bit of utility. And now Vanitas pops their own, takes the fight. Power Pixel walks away on top, but you're a sitting duck on the outside of it.
A fast flank here, though, from Juna.
But is it fast enough? 2 targets spotted, Starbound with the headhunter, and a stinger.
Spike planted.
Juna has to take
flank
this
is
timing
everything.
perfectly. Yeah, you're right. But now position given away. Thorns pop. Starbound to spam into the smoke, not connecting. Forced into that fight as Colby aggressively takes another. Very well done. Holding the offline now. Trying to tuck into the smoke.
Those
What an answer from Blue Water there. Again, they had an awesome trap. Juna hits the paranoia from B, in outside, back in C main. You've got the rocket, you've got the satchels, and it should be secured.
Now we wait.
What a mess.
Vanitas has been playing these rounds with absolutely no fear. And yeah, that timing was so clutch to cancel out that showstopper.
Yeah.
And it's just a free sight. But I mean, if you think about this entire half and the way that Blue Water were able to kind of take this one away and close out the half 8-4, when things were looking kind of back and forth in the beginning, it was off the back of this ISO just running down Starbound on wherever they were playing. The ISO shield does not care if you have it off.
Right. I mean, there was even some like actually getting the kills at the beginning of the half, but even just pushing the chamber off the line was a huge difference.
Yeah.
And so now WADA are going to be on attack, down 4 on their map pick, and honestly going into a series that I would argue and many would argue were the favorites.
Yeah, when you are the favorite, the pressure is way heavier, right? You're expected to win, and that expectation can be crushing. You know, one shaky map, one shaky half, it could create a lot of panic.
Yeah.
So this pistol round is extremely important for WADA to win.
And not just the favored, but elimination and a chance at champs on the line.
And you've been so good all year.
Yeah.
Dominant, really. We'll see, though. It's such a slow pistol. You can already feel the shift, maybe the loss of confidence. But WADA does calling right now. That one tap of the door at A site has basically rotated every single player over from the defensive side. So this should be a free C post plant.
Yeah,
A lot of
there's
utility invested, though.
Yeah, the wall will delay. And look, some of the rotations are already starting to come through. I mean, Vanitas is here. Really good wall there toward water. Juna gets the spike down. And you cannot really afford to play off site here.
Doug, this really comes down to how much value the Raze nade is going to get versus the Omen paranoia from Colby. Femboy has the Raze nade.
Colby's still waiting on the other side of the wall as it's now been cleared. Now they can push forward. Vanitas is already tucked into the smoke with Harper close by. They're slowly creeping forward. The site gets smaller and smaller as Vanitas gets it first, drops into the shield. Bob trades as Harper from on high gets 2. And that's another round for Blue Water.
That's a disgusting retake from Blue Water. The jump over the top of the box just so unexpected. WADA, no one was looking. And that's crushing right now on your map pick of Lotus. A map that throughout the year in GC, I believe they're 11 and 14 on.
Now we wait. To move my wall.
This is devastating if you're WADA.
Oh yeah. The
like,
alarm bells are going off here for sure.
Yeah, 100%. And for Blue Water, I mean, you just get even more confident. On paper, you know, you're not supposed to win this game.
Where are you?
When the stakes are high, anything can happen. It's going to be buys and ISO here, anchoring the C site, tons of utility behind them.
And it's just a Marshall in the hands of Power.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned the two players that are on the site, the utility ahead of them. They're also playing in a position where you're not going to get away with the free one. You have to commit to getting out on site before you even get a chance at finding value with that Marshall.
Yeah, and this Vice Flash positioning was really good off contact.
Vanitas crosshair just a little off the mark, still gets one.
And Vice Flash not used. Maybe it's a retake flash, but they'll be able to see that soon.
And they're not really in a position to commit to it. A tap of the door. Are they fully giving away from this? Meanwhile, Juna gets caught. Yeah, they are leaving. They're going B.
There's still a wall here, though. So a wall nade combo here. Bob's going to do some damage with this. And yeah, look at the positioning of the nade.
This is
Just
going to
ready.
hurt. Yep.
Oh,
30
They bait
that's
out
a
the
bait
wall.
out.
30 seconds left. They can rotate back A where Colby's waiting. Just a judge, though, and from stairs.
Yeah, but a judge against no armor. I mean, that thing is so deadly. It'll just shred you.
Blue Water in a position to put another round in their favor. Time is running out. 10
remaining.
seconds left. There's the judge. There's a round. Blue Water get up to 10.
I just felt like it wasn't decisive from WADA. They did have the site. They probably could have gotten the spike planted. I mean, yeah, there was a raise nade that would have come out from Bob. But you have to try, and instead it was just the seesaw back and forth, and you end up running into a judge. Running through an omen smoke.
It goes without saying here, this is a phrase that we use a lot here in this game. This is a must-win round here if you're WADA. Down 6 on your map pick. You're finally back on a bye. Although, it's formidable on the side of Blue Water. You've got 3 Bulldogs. There ain't nothing. It's not like there's nothing on this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. What a change of a setup from Blue Water. It's been the Vise in the last 2 rounds over towards that C. Now here at A to delay, but a lot of that utility was broken early on.
Yeah, they're such a mess. They're stumbling over each other. Teammates are getting flashed by their own paranoias. That nade will buy a little bit of time. Power gets the spike down. Femboy's dead.
What a combo.
Yeah, Starbound here's the satchel. And Bob knows where the threat lies. Still really not in a position to punish it, though. First the dog, Starbound getting spammed. Vanitas looking to try to land the fight, but it's WADA up. Get a couple. Astralis looking to pile it on, but it's actually Blue Water who punched back.
Last player standing.
Spike has been ticking for a little bit here, and PowerPixel has so much to do and not a ton of time to do it all. The spam from Vanitas secures the round. Blue Water get to 11. Dre, I think we need to start talking about Haven.
This just feels like it's cooked. And if we are going to start talking about Haven, it's going to be the same comp that if you lose this map, you're playing against once again. And you just got to think that that's going to play a factor into your head. Look at the way that Bob and Vanitas have been playing. Sitting at the top of the scoreboard for their team. 18 and 9 for Bob, 17 and 12 for Vanitas. But look at how confident they are, even in the micro, right? That tether nade combo to just take out Femboy from the fight entirely. And I think this is the first time out, right?
Yeah, but that's what I want. That's what I want to get your thoughts on. What do you make of this timeout? You've lost 8 rounds in a row. You just got bonused. And this is the first time you call a timeout. What are your thoughts on this? On the timing and then also on the conversation that may be taking place?
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not sure how there wasn't a timeout made when Blue Otter was kind of running away with that other half. You know, like you would think that this would be the second time out that you invested. Okay, like this is really the last chance here. Well, what happens if you lose after this because of your scrappy buy that we see on the screen right now, right? Like you're gonna do your last time out again at 12 and then try to make the comeback? I feel like, needless to say, it is all or nothing. And if you lose this round, I don't know. Are you gonna invest that second time out?
I guess there's no reason not to, but this does
it a
feel
full buy?
a bit late. Yeah, and
Yeah,
what's the approach here? You've got 2 players buying.
Launching thorn.
Okay, they are gonna
Rip and tear.
maybe
They're going for it.
fully buy down.
Yeah, they're going for it. I think Starbound may be saving for an up for the next round, but
Find you.
Yeah, I guess.
yo, it's a complete A open now. Maybe understanding, okay, we did get the site last time, but I will be honest. Last time you were there wasn't Harper with an Odin.
Bob
Very
trying-
invested.
Yeah, and Bob trying to play up in stairs. There's Harper with the Odin, as you mentioned.
They want none of this.
Yeah, and I don't blame him. That decay is going to be a problem, though. It's going to stall him out even more. And now the wall, and again, just like that, they have 3 here already. They aren't even really getting some of these open sites off of the rotations and misdirection, but they're fully pushing forward, fully scaling up. 2 kills found.
And with those 2 kills found at water, they're just going to take that C site. Juna cutting off the rotations as well. It was a must-win round for WADA, and they put themselves in such a good spot here. Blue Otter, they're not even going to go for it.
Wisely so.
Yeah. And now you imagine WADA are going to try to go for some of these upgrades. Mostralis and Juna. Look
We're
at Bob.
fighting?
Yo, just teeing off. You got to be careful doing this.
There's no money.
Yeah, there's no money, and also now Bob is 1 kill off of a showstopper. Honestly, maybe if I'm Bob, I go for more here. Maybe I go and just try to get that showstopper. But I mean, they could also just go for, you know, A control and grab the Raze ultimate off of that.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do in the game plan.
Yeah, I also think Blue Otter is so far up that they don't really have to play for an ult in the next round, right? Like, if it doesn't hit in the next round, it'll hit in the one after type beat, and so they have enough of a runway to where they can get away with that. But the decision to fight there, I mean, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it looks like you'll still be able to get a decent buy. 4 rifles, well, 4 rifles and an Odin. So I guess it's all good, but we have to pay attention to the ult cycles from both teams that are coming up here. WADA need to use some of these ults and secure the round wins. And Blue Otter, I think they're in a spot where you have to be wary of wasting ult in rounds like these.
Yes.
So we'll see. I mean, that first pick kind of makes it a little bit more confident for WADA to maybe not want to invest in ult that you would maybe otherwise need to use in order to secure a round to start, you know, a little bit of your own snowball in this attack half. It's not over quite yet. We've seen some crazy thrifty rounds from both sides already happen here. And Bob and Benitez, the 2 leaders on the scoreboard for Blue Otter, have a rifle in their hands.
The dog did not catch, and so Starbound has not been detected outside of A. Meanwhile, you mentioned one of the stars, Vanitas, on our screen right now, waiting for this B push, which is just around the corner. Choosing not to wait on the other side of the wall, though, finds safe passage, gets away. I guess suspecting that they hit a C.
There, take them. 30 seconds left.
Ult's
that
not going to
ultimate
tag.
used.
The wall's going to be a problem. They're disjointed. They've been torn apart. Only 2 follow through. But the delay is just enough to where they can't really flat out behind the side, and now the remaining members of WADA are able to join the fold.
On the other side of the map, though, Starbound was taken out.
Yeah. And that will certainly make things a little bit more complicated for WADA. Note here, though, Astralis does have ult.
Hold them to them.
Vanitas does too, though. There's one. Did tag. Meanwhile, Juna decayed, forced to clear the eye. Femboy on the swing. Spam not connecting at least quite yet. What a swing out from Harper. Bob gets another with a rocket in the lap of Femboy. And now Power Pixel left in a 1v1, and Vanitas is able to win it out.
And that's without
map point.
Yeah, sorry, that's without using the ISO ultimate as well.
Yeah.
That's a ridiculous retake.
Match point.
Bob just pulling heroics out. It really felt like WADA when they invested that deadlock ultimate that, okay, that would seal the deal. Especially when I didn't see Vanitas like reciprocate with their ult. But it's just Blue Otter full steam forward on these retakes right now. Just so confident in every single duel with the trades.
Time to explode.
It's putting them over the edge right now in a lot of these 4v4s. Now look at Vanitas. Outlaw in hand. Doesn't connect though. But the threat is there.
There.
Yeah, 2 members on light armor. Femboy pops a rocket, satchel's out. And that's a little off. Cleared the shield, but didn't connect. And now Vanitas hits the ult. Femboy into the gulag. Vanitas looking to take the fight. We'll find it. We'll secure it. And somehow doesn't get punished off the TP finally falls. WADA able to get a couple. Still 3 up on the side of Blue Otter though. And those 3 are more than enough. The Nightfall from one side, the Paranoia on the other. But they're kind of stalling out a little bit here, Dre. They aren't really finding their footing.
Yeah,
a little bit of hurry up and wait.
I feel like they missed their timing here. Now WADA have a chance back into this. Yeah, that deadlock nade comes back on cooldown.
The Spike's gonna get out. They're leaving. And they might leave Astralis here as an insert. What a play.
We'll see though if Kobe's able to get this kill cleanly on Astralis. Oh, now it's obvious. Okay, it's not gonna be C.
Again, Astralis's position is everything here. Colby has to win this fight out to give him a chance. And Blue Otter, yeah, the chances just became borderline impossible here.
I mean, with that Nightfall being invested, you would think, okay, just send it. Just send it. That's it. But this is what happens when underdog teams get to the position where, okay, we're at 12. We can do it. We can win this first map. That's when the nerves start creeping in.
Yeah. I think there was enough utility there too to where they couldn't really flood out onto the site behind the ult. And the delay, I think the delay from WADA was perfect. It was beautiful.
Strauss did a great job there as well, understanding that they have to clear out the entirety of the C site. So just stalling that time just secured everything. Look at this, a silent stack here towards the C side of the map. 3 members, that deadlock nade does hit.
We'll catch them.
They're gonna fully speed out onto this. Bob is gonna be the first one here.
You gotta get out.
Yep. You got the utility. That nade won't feel good. 22 HP.
There.
22 HP in a dream, huh? Nah,
Yeah.
gets out instead. Gets out instead.
The rotate back towards C.
What?
The Outlaw will connect
Down,
onto Power
B.
Pixel. Very nice shots out from Vanitas.
But where's the player that's supposed to be holding that, or the the awareness of that smoke timing from it fading? What is
like a
up with
miss
Blue Water
there.
in these rounds? Another one that we didn't catch. Whoa.
Femboy puts a bullet between Bob's eye. And again, they're stalling out onto the site, now pushing forward. You have plenty of numbers on this retake. Surely this doesn't end on an eco. Juna committing to the plant. Harper, patience.
30 seconds left.
Spike not down. Paranoia forces him to stall out even more.
Focusing.
Femboy has to be careful here. Pops the shield, triple. Into the round. And the Spike's still not committed. Looking to take the fight. 1 bullet left, 13 seconds left. It falls down to a 1v1.
10 seconds left.
Is Femboy gonna have the space? Colby
You have
gives
to
it
stick.
him.
Spike planted.
First to Satchel. Colby 65 HP and a Marshall to put the map away. Not the weapon for the job. Surely not. Ill-equipped. But manages to find at least a little bit of space. Femboy's going up to clear heaven. Is there enough time to wrap this way? Oh, 1 bullet left. 13 HP. The Classic's not going to do it from there. That's 4 for Femboy as WADA gets to 7.
That round came down to the wire. That was absolutely insane. I don't know what these shots were from Benitez. Some crazy outlaw play. But the fact that it comes down to a 1v1, that is just ridiculousness. I have to say, I got to give props to WADA for slowing things down amongst all the chaos that was given to him. That was, what, a 3v5?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
And like, how many taps of the spike did we hear? Like 3, 4? And just holding, waiting for, yeah, right? Waiting for any type of overextension. And it came. So a good punish, and now you're able to use that last time out to maybe gather your bearings after what was such an intense round. What could have been a map-ending round, especially with that Vandal being picked up.
Yeah. I do think here, though, for Blue Water, yeah, you know, they've WADA have won 3 out of the last 4, and yeah, things are starting to get a little silly, but the fact that you're at 12 essentially just means you need your ults to hit, right? At the right time, and that ends up being the trump card more often than not, no?
Yeah. When you're at a spot where you have 12 rounds and you have this big of a buffer, you really can just play the ultimate game. Like, you can stack up all 5, invest everything into 1 round, and just go crazy with it. Now, that being said, look at WADA's ults coming online first, right? So WADA should be able to close the gap, you know, if everything goes their way and they use their ultimates correctly. And that's where Blue Water, maybe around like 12-10, will have everything online.
Yeah.
See here, WADA. Ooh, full A approach, and look at all this space being taken from Blue Water.
Really aggro. Where's the trick?
You have to speed up.
There is no trick because there's no money. And so they just have to go forward in a double senti comp. You have nothing covering your flank. All eyes set ahead.
And they haven't cleared tree. There's still this judge here from Colby.
Oh boy. I don't have a good feeling about this. Very nicely done from Juna. Oh, as Juna gets 2. Might have just secured the round for WADA.
Insanely clutch from Juna. Like the lone warrior at stairs, really.
Yeah.
Walled off from her own team.
Because you got to think, if Juna falls, even in just one of those, you've got a double flank.
Over.
You've still got the judge and tree. The round likely doesn't go your way. It feels inconsequential, but Juna just saved them this map this round.
100%. That was an extremely uncomfortable post-plant position for WADA.
Yeah.
Given the fact that Colby was in tree that entire time with the judge, a real damage could have been done there. They could have been the map over there. So yeah, that was such... the first kill, amazing. The second kill was the icing on the cake.
Yep.
I feel like even going 1 for 1 there is...
Yeah, 1 is huge.
Still not that great.
And so now we're in a position where what? Blue Water, Benitez is 1 off ult. Well, never mind.
Not a save.
We got to look at the replay first.
Here's that replay. A pinch onto Heaven.
Just so nicely done out from Juno.
That second kill is insane.
1 enemy remaining.
Yeah. We are in that position where Blue Water doesn't have a lot of money here. Bob has that rifle saved from the last round. And the ult cycle is online for WADA. Look at their ults. They're gonna have 5 ults pretty soon. We'll see. We'll see if Blue Water are experienced enough and understanding enough to save all of the ults that they're gonna get. What a nice entry from Starbound on the Colby. That's the solo A player, Doug.
Yeah, Colby really not able to react, not able to respond quickly enough to give that a chance. And I think one concerning thing here, if you're Blue Water, is that Starbound has been very quiet up until this point. But if Starbound gets going, we're having a different conversation. It's a different ballgame.
Yeah, entirely. A lot harder to shut down the chamber on the defensive side because you don't know where the chamber is going to be getting picks from. And yeah, if WADA win this round cleanly, there's going to be an attack off in play as well. Look at all this post-plant utility. That sensor is going to be so annoying to play against. I think Blue Water right here are just going to bide their time, maybe die to the spike.
Yeah.
I don't even think
Bob
damage.
Saves. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know if damage is good. I guess you could go for ult orbs, actually.
Yeah, if you're the 3, if you're either
yeah,
Harper, Benitez, yeah. And so Starbound's not going to connect on the first. Not a big deal. Starbound dies there to the spike. That will be the Bysalt online. And Bob saves the rifle.
It's getting tense here.
Yeah.
In this Lotus map. You could feel it across the board. One mistake from either side. If Blue Water make a mistake here, that gap closes. All of a sudden, you start thinking, oh no, the comeback is happening. We have to go OT after, what, a 12-4?
Yeah.
And for
Yeah.
WADA, complete momentum. 4 rounds in a row. Getting to OT feels ever so closer for them.
Yep.
Look at the ultimates online right now. You can do a Fade ultimate into an Omen ult if there's a little bit of aggression from Blue Water. It's going to be a default, though. A fake A open, some utility into all this C space gathered. Thing is, these Thorns can delay for so long here. This is the setup that we saw very early on in the half for Blue Water. So maybe just going into what worked in the past.
They're sending here. I don't think this is just clearing out utility. They've got the ult.
My ult's ready.
Yep.
Yeah, here we go. Fade ultimate. Let's see if Omen ulted best with it. Only one person hit, so no. Don't need to jump the gun on that.
Yeah. Raze ult. Available as well.
You just gotta be careful here. It's out. You still have deadlock wall up. Where is this going to be used? Water or spawn?
Sensor just got used towards water. There's the wall towards spawn. Interesting. Committing into this ult. And Juno caught. Meanwhile, Vanitas falls on the other side. Starbound with the op, looking to push up further and further as Juno's taking a further step back. Still in their spawn. The paranoia a little off the mark, but the space has been gathered. A 4v2. They've got to take some of these fights, and I don't think they're really going to have the room to do it. The rocket invested. We'll talk about that here in just a moment as Colby trying to swing out, trying to take a fight. June is there to greet. WADA get to 10.
Yeah. The rocket invested is a little bit of overkill. Maybe you wish you would have had that maybe going into that round 11, but
Yep.
what happens in that round? Okay, Vysalt was used from Blue Water. Remember what I was talking about? You have to use all these ultimates together in tandem, and that's how you secure that last round win. When you use individual ults and you're not able to convert, it just, the ult cycle's not in your favor anymore. But I will say, Femboy using that Raze ultimate does make things a little bit shaky in that aspect.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about that for the rest of the half. And everything is riding on this deadlock ult for the next round. Because ideally, if you're WADA, you don't want to have to invest that here.
Satchel out.
There's a shield, a little info gathered, essentially face checking. But yeah, I think you're right here. The rocket being used, kind of
There.
bit of a head scratcher there.
It changes things, man. Like that, you would have loved to have basically 2 Raze rockets. I mean, deadlock ult can be used as that as well.
Yeah.
Going into that last round to get you into OT.
Meanwhile, if you're Harper here, you're 2 off of your ult. You really want to have that for the next round if you can get to a position where that is secured. I think they just spotted the trip. So you see a couple of members of WADA turning back around, looking for the flank.
Yeah. Starbound dialed in on this angle with the off.
Yeah.
Buddy out.
Lying in wait. There's Vanitas. Flank dealt with, disposed of. Harper falls. Not going to have the ult secured immediately into the next round. And the thing you pointed out earlier about Astralis' ult, I think feels like the difference maker here.
100%. So much is going to ride on Vanitas' ultimate, that ISO 1v1, and then also Astralis' deadlock ult. It really feels like the round is going to come down to that. But when do you decide to invest them? That's the question. Do you, if you're Vanitas, you have to land that, right? Do you do it off of a Prowler or maybe that op shot and TP away? You ideally want to grab Starbound. You want the odds in your favor, as much in your favor as you can.
Right.
Against the operator, that's when you get that.
Note here, Bob decides to go for op light armor. Doesn't have enough for a Roomba. You've got to find value with this op. I mean, this is the difference maker, and you've got Starbound waiting on the other side with an op of their own.
And I wonder for WADA if they're aware of this defensive side operator. Bob hasn't shown this one time this half.
I mean, you look at the minimap, they know something's up. They haven't left spawn.
I mean, look at how slow this is played right now. From both sides, no one really overextending. The only one on an aggressive angle is Bob. Just now some A space being re-cleared from Power. A break of a Prowler as well, so that's info denied. Towards A. Everything is up in the air right now for the defensive side.
Where are you?
I will not get broken, but it's a tuck from Bob.
The flash. Swing.
Oh,
Shot doesn't connect, but Starbound lands it. Bob's down. And with that goes the op. The Vice has to be careful. Caught by the net, caught by the paranoia,
Reeling them in.
and caught by the ult. It's a disaster.
30 seconds
But
left.
Vanitas able to save him. Now Vanitas has an ult of their own. Harper still doesn't have that Nightfall.
and Vanitas didn't invest that ISO ultimate either to stop the bomb from being planted. So
Yeah.
even if this ultimate goes through and connects onto somebody, I think WADA are still pretty comfortable here in this post plant.
There's the ult. Grabs the raise. Vanitas has to win this fight out. It's imperative. The pressure's too much. Vanitas falls. Juna swings out as well. The lead is gone. The comeback in full effect. It is essentially evaporated right before their very eyes. Colby has to win out of 1v4 to pull this thing off, and they cannot. Dre, we're going to OT.
This is one of the most
Switching sides.
ridiculous comebacks I think
Overtime.
we've seen in GC this playoff so far. I mean, 11-4, and it just felt like there was nothing going right for WADA. Stringing some rounds in, I guess I have to bite my words. Having 2 timeouts to make this comeback possible was the key.
No, I don't know. I don't know that I agree with that. I'm not willing to follow you there.
Bit of a
But-
stretch. Bit of a stretch.
But they did pull it off. They hit, what?
They did it.
7 in a row, 8 of the last 9.
It's insane. It's actually insanity. Okay, but now you get on that defensive side. Starbound does get that operator no armor online. And it's a different setup now. It's the Raze backed with that chamber. Traditionally, it's been that deadlock and chamber combo there. Right now for Blue Water, you should be able to read into this though. Okay, the deadlock is clearly at A, already investing the nade, already investing the wall. And you're just gonna send it B.
They've done this. I mean, obviously the utility is different as are the stakes, but a very similar look to what they did on the pistol.
We found one.
Look at how far back the spike is. Not fully committed out onto the site yet. Now pushing forward. Power's down.
Satchel out.
What more can they do? Bob
just have to
net,
hold.
waiting for the swing. Colby there. And Bob waits. Patience, a virtue. The nade will buy some time.
Wow.
Beautifully done.
One enemy remaining.
The sensor doesn't matter there. They're gonna pop the
Showstopper as
rocket.
well.
Starbound never had a chance to fire that op. Blue Water, once again, they're at the finish line, but they need to find a way to cross
Switching
it.
sides.
It's just always Bob in these post plants getting so proactive and taking the fight straight to the retake. 3 in that round, 2 of them being stuck, or 1 of them being stuck in a net. And then just sitting in the sensor, just confident that you're going to hit that shot. I mean, that's some cold stuff when you're in an OT like this, when a WADA has been coming back. Like, what, you said it was 7 rounds?
Yeah.
7 rounds. I mean, for you to step up in OT
find
like
you.
that shows that veteran experience that Bob has had. Bob has been here for so long, playing at such a high level.
3 up mound. Meanwhile, glass cannon op on the other side of the map.
Oh. Prowler for Roomba in front B. Both teams know that at a space that isn't gathered. But all sights are set towards this A side of the map. A lot of Vice utility here to delay, but it should be a free plant.
Not there.
Oh my.
Oh. Oh,
No.
Judas overcooked it.
Wall tripped.
It worked.
Spike planted.
in regulation, but it doesn't work here in overtime.
It's the same idea, the same setup. And this time it's well done. Paranoia out. Yeah, no, Femboy didn't get tagged by any of that utility. The wall. Still, Femboy gets 2. Blue Water in a position to do this, but they're down in numbers. What can they do? That slow peek. That's one. But is that going to be enough? Astralis lands the ult. Bob not able to satchel out. And we're going to go another round.
I mean, the reaction from Bob, though, off of the audio cue of Astralis' ult being popped.
Switching
Imagine
sides.
if you're able to actually jump
Overtime.
over that. That would have been a movie. But shut down here. And it was a decisive read over towards that A site. Yeah, Juna falls early. That Paranoia is not able to get value. But it doesn't matter because the defensive Paranoia from Colby just didn't connect on a Femboy.
And now
It's
I mean,
crazy
Femboy
how-
getting 2 there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy how just a singular misstep like that is the decider.
Yeah.
No charges.
When it comes down to these elimination matches, that's everything. So it's reset now. Everything is even again. Water are going to take all of this A space. Not much was shown towards C. They don't want to fight through that one way. Attack side Odin here in the hands of Harper. Very, very patient play right now from WADA on this defensive side. A cool sensor onto A site if there is a speed up. Now, Doug, we saw Starbound get a bunch of value here in this front B with the op off of a random timing. But I have a feeling here Blue Water knows something is up. Look at the way that they're inching forward onto this B. You have a Roomba, you have a Vice Flash that you can combo.
Making cover.
Is this real? I feel a little misdirection here. I'm not fully convinced. The satchel fully out.
They're committed.
Astralis tries to put the wall up. Bob's able to win that fight out anyway. And now they are committing, you're right. But they're stuck on the other side of the wall. The spike is up by itself. You've got to be careful. There's no heaven cover.
Spike planted.
Juna had a
managed
flank
to-
Omen TP.
Yeah, and managed to get the spike down in the face of that. And now they know. Juna is prowling, lying in wait. Beautifully done from Femboy.
Enemy remaining.
Beautifully done from Juna. And this time it seems like WADA are going to be on map point.
Just crunching the map on that retake. I'm not sure if the Omen TP was heard from Sia or not, but that was a 50-50 right there. That was just won by
Switching
Juna.
sides. Match point.
And 1v1s like that,
I may have jammed my
I feel like they can make or break who takes the map home.
Fingers.
And it really does feel like in this series for both these teams, the way that this map has gone, it's so important for either side to take this one. If you're Blue Water, you just need this win just to secure the fact in your head that you can close out a map
Yeah.
in this series, right?
Yep. And especially knowing you're going into Haven as your next map, like there's a
Yeah.
real chance to end it in 2 here. But if Blue Otter can't close the door on this, I mean, yeah, it's a different conversation.
It's not going to feel good going up against a WADA who just made that ridiculous comeback.
Yeah. When the truth is, if we're going to speak bluntly, we should be on Haven right now.
100%.
Starbound looking to find a pick with the op. Same Vice utility from their last defensive round here towards A. Same wall. This time, no TP. No Juna full sending into stairs.
This is all just a diversion, though, to do a B split, running the Blue Water strat right back at them.
Bob's in trouble. Bob is the trouble. Bob gets 2.
Spike down. B.
Traded back, though. Spike. Scoop back up.
Sound sensor.
And Astralis will provide any sort of cover possible as Juna gets the spike down.
No.
Headlock made back up as well to delay the retake, but Colby still finds one.
Yeah, I mean, Starbound in the face of a 1v4 to keep
Teleport's ready.
to take us to Haven. This is an impossibly difficult task. Colby's gotten into half. The spam connects. We're going to go again.
The map that just keeps on giving, huh, Doug? Both teams try to
Switching
end B.
sides.
Both teams have successful
Overtime.
retakes. How deep can you go? How deep is the playbook for either side? Do you just start making stuff up? You know, I feel like you kind of are. I mean, what was this from Bob? At 2K just sitting in the open. A couple extra shots there to send a message. Maybe maybe spirits are still high for Blue Water, even though there was a crazy comeback. All that behind them now. 4 players starting front B here.
Bob's not winning that one out. That's a tough one. Vanitas ahead of the wall with the shield too.
Destabilizing.
That's refreshed as well. Spike should be planted. We have another B retake here. Can WADA pull this off again?
Stopping fire.
Oh, looks like they actually just want to go C here. They're not even going for the B plant, but look at how close behind WADA are.
Out of charge.
Harper
down,
falling.
C.
Colby as well.
Last player standing.
Vanitas in a really nice spot, but a bullet between their eyes, and WADA in a power position.
Just a bit of an overcook from Blue Water there. If you're going to go to C, you need to be decisive on it. And now this up down just secures what is a match point now for WADA.
Switching sides. Match
If you're going to go C, if you're going to pivot from B, you have to just send it. Anything in between, you're just going to get flanked. And we saw 3 members of WADA just close the gap there very quickly. Now WADA are in a position to close out this map. Everyone set up towards C. I think this is just going to be a straight up C to C hit here.
Yeah.
There's no trip at A. They just want to send it here. The Vice utility isn't even down yet on the C site. The pressure is getting to Blue Water.
Bob just had to satchel away. That one way didn't do enough to buy time. You gotta be careful here.
Dude, they're sending it.
Yeah, and you've got your Vice playing on site.
What?
Still getting a kill, make that 2.
down, C.
And here I thought Seal was in trouble.
How is this happening? I thought so too. I thought C would just get smothered with all that utility coming through, but an oversight
Spike's here.
from Juna, not clearing out Ben. And now that Spike is in such a bad spot. How do you grab this? Yeah, you gotta just make magic happen. Hopefully someone gives you a kill somewhere towards B.
Here.
Wall still not baited out. I mean, you can give this B site. It's fine. If you're Colby right now, all you need to do is pick up the gap.
30 seconds left.
This is way too hard, Doug.
I mean,
this is just near impossible to grab the spike here and win this round. This should be...
You don't have any flashes.
No,
you don't really have any way through.
It's done.
And so 30 rounds is not enough. We're going to have to figure it out through at least 32.
Switching sides.
Potentially more.
Overtime.
Make them regret their choice.
At what point do we start talking about how fatigue will set in, you know, for either side? And I think when we start having that conversation, you kind of have to favor WADA in the grand scheme of things. You know, if this does end up going to a map 3, because of the experience behind that entire roster. So Blue Water, you kind of want to wrap this one up as soon as possible.
Yeah.
The longer the series goes, the worse odds are in your favor. Slow default this time for Blue Water, not wanting to run into the operator of Starbound, understanding that, I mean, they could be anywhere with it. But Starbound is actually just opting to go front B again. Attack op from Bob, though. This is so risky. But a lot of info is gathered here.
They still have the sound sensor out towards C.
Whoa.
Vanitas looking for a fight. Will not find it.
And Doug, because of the operator being found out from the defensive side, look at how much space Bob is taking towards A.
Yeah.
You're able to methodically clear out all those angles. I mean, it was... Yeah, but it was second-hand nature there.
Yeah, but for what? I mean, they're not going to rotate all the way back A. You've got your Rays, who should be satcheling out onto site, not really able to join on the hit. And the tap of the door is not biting it's not causing rotations out.
Oh, it's because the C players went too early.
30
Yeah.
seconds left.
Yeah, the macro has been lost. Oh, it is going to be a pivot though, but it's going to be
25 seconds
close.
left.
Yeah, this is going to be so difficult. I mean, this Raze nade could be the make it or break it for WADA.
Brother, they've burned this candle at both ends. You have just barely 10 seconds left. You should
10
be able to get the
seconds
spike
left.
down, but it's squeaky bum time.
You got a nade. You got a nade. You got a nade.
The spike planted.
No
The
way.
nade doesn't deal enough damage, not enough to find lethality. And now Bob up in stairs with the op. Starbound, curious, waiting for the swing. Starbound hits a shot. Harper still has the Odin though, but
Good
they're
trade.
down in numbers. They've got the spike down. And that's the 12th man, so to speak. But Colby's got to land the shot. Colby's got to get this kill. Asleep at the wheel. Harper left in a 1v4. Will fall as well. WADA, map point again.
Oh, I mean, ridiculous. With the spike being planted, like Blue Water actually had a solid chance. I think it was a jump spot from somebody from the
Switching
side of
sides.
WADA that
Match
saw
point.
Bob in stairs with that op, and that's why Starbound took that fight the way that they did. That's, by the way, that is just like an actual the
Oh,
whole
gosh.
like year of experience put into effect. Like in those op 1v1s, the way that you saw Starbound approach that,
Yeah.
knowing that there's an op on the other end. Is this the jump spot? They must have known somehow, for sure, because the way that Starbound took that 1v1 was like they knew that there was an op there. And now, yeah, great. Every match that we cast, you know, it comes down to it. At least this time around, it's an OT, right? You know, at least it's not off the jump.
Yeah. Once I know what the situation is, once I know what's going on, I'll let you good people know. Although, as I say that, it has been confirmed there is a mouse that has died, which I suppose makes sense when we play 32 rounds and, you know, maybe we didn't charge our mouse. I don't really know what's going on, but that is the cause for the pause. And so once we get that bad boy juiced back up, we'll head back into the game. If you are just joining us, go back and watch the VOD. I mean, it's worth it. This map has had some really silly moments. It's had some really insane moments, but it's WADA who are currently holding the advantage.
Yeah, and every one of these rounds, every one of these lives, it just feels like another lifeline for each side. You know, it's just another breath that you have in this tournament, and it's been absolutely ridiculous to watch. Bob sitting at 32 kills, and surprisingly for me, Femboy right up there. When I think of WADA and I think of the way that they've had success as a team throughout this year, it's really been the Starbound show. It's been Starbound dropping just ridiculous numbers on every single map. I mean, last 30 days, Doug, 471 kills, 220 deaths. You want to know the first kill, first death?
Yes.
95 kills to 25 first deaths. I've never seen stats like this in any player. Maybe the only thing close to this is Ospas at Champs.
Yeah,
dropping, 80 and 40. Every map.
I'm still twisted about that. Don't bring that back. Yeah,
I know, but
90
seriously.
something and 20 something. That's pretty freaking good. I will say.
95, 25 plus 70 in first kill, first deaths in the last 30 days. I mean, and if you branch out of those 30 days, it gets even greater than that. I don't even want to put you through. I don't even want to put you through it, man.
Well, I mean, we have time. You might as well.
Yeah, oh, okay. All right. I mean,
That was me calling your bluff. I know you didn't have those stats, bro. Missed me with that. I am
How
seeing
dare you.
purchases happening, and I am seeing the HUD updating a little bit. So, yeah, I'm believing, I'm hoping, I'm praying that we get back into this here very soon. What Dre, as a former player, what does something like this do for your mental when you're kind of in this crazy dogfight? You're 30 something million rounds into the map, and then you hit this unexpected involuntary pause. What does that kind of ice you a little bit, or walk me through that from a player's perspective?
Okay, so I mean, for both sides, it's a moment to catch your breath, right? You're able to kind of recollect your thoughts. Oh, into the timeout is insane. Into the timeout is insane.
Right.
That's craziness. That's craziness. But I was gonna say, for the side of WADA, it would feel like that. Yeah, most definitely, it would feel like, okay, like what the heck, man? Like we have the momentum. We won the last round. like now we have a chance. I guess they were going to take this timeout anyway. So
Yeah.
maybe it's not as detrimental as, you know, it normally would be. But nevertheless, they're going to be able to like talk this out and see what they want to do to try to close this one out. It's just been back and forth every single time. No team has been able to close it out on the attacking side. And I mean, it really feels like the playbook has completely run out. It's going to be off of heroics. Whoever wins this map, I think it's going to be just a star player just absolutely taking over. And look at the buy right now from Femboy. I mean, it's a judge. I mean, we've gotten to that part of the map, of the match, where it's a judge buy when you have 5K in the bank. You're really just pulling out anything at this point to try to get the win.
Yeah. I mean, and that's kind of what you got to do, no?
Yeah, you have to take out all logic when it comes to these OT rounds, because even the most ridiculous thing can be what closes out the map. I mean, you've already tried every single macro approach, defaulting, doing a B split. You've ran it down C. This time, I think it's going to be Femboy going into Bend with a judge.
Colby pushed back by the dog.
Here we go, Doug.
Not.
Are you ready?
Wait, opting not to smoke, opting to just flash and take the fight and wins it. Vanitas gets a couple. Colby, 3 on the round. We're going to go again. Barring a miracle, we're going to go again.
There's just no way. What a crunch. What a tap of the door. What a crunch from Blue Otter. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's just no way this is happening. Both these teams have been operating at such a high level. What a fast reaction, though.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, if that doesn't come out, it's a solo C player. And Femboy's judge will get so much value just satcheling over and wrapping Colby. And instead, because of the tap of the door, Colby is able to get 3.
30 seconds left.
I even, you know, as we're watching Colby gets pushed back into Bend from the dog, right? Tucks behind. And here I'm thinking, okay, Colby's going to drop a smoke in main. Okay.
Yeah.
That's 1. 13 seconds left. And here I'm thinking Colby's going to drop a smoke in main, buy some time, not really, you know, force the hit to kind of face check the smokes, use utility to get through it. But no, doesn't drop a smoke. Instead, drops a flash, swings out, and then gets 2. Yeah. It's like full, like, yeah, okay, I'd win. Look at this.
It's just ridiculous. I mean, it's crazy that both these teams have the stamina for this.
Listening.
16-16.
Sound sensor
And
out.
really, you've seen it all. Like both sides have seen every single setup.
Sure.
They've seen everything.
They know where you are.
You
You can't TP away. Where's the swing? No punish.
Too hesitant.
Yeah.
Good spam.
Starbound will get a second shot, and Starbound doesn't really miss on these double opportunities very often. Whoa. A little Sentinel battle, this time going the way of Astralis, as Blue Water once again finds themselves down. A numbers advantage.
Throwing net.
I don't think
feel like
anyone
we've been
wants
here
this game
before.
to end, man.
Yeah, I feel like we've been here before, Doug.
Yeah. Tell me how this one ends. I haven't seen it.
I think WADA win another defensive round.
Yeah. You know what? I think you're right.
Oh my gosh. I do want to talk about how WADA smothered the map in this round, though. As there is a free C site. I mean, there was a push through A lobby. There was a push front B.
Right.
So a clear understanding in this round from WADA that, okay, everything was towards C.
30 seconds left.
Just leaves you to wonder why so hesitant from Blue Otter.
Yeah. He had a chance to punish.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when all happened, oh my
Spike down.
lineup. Jeez. I mean, whatever. They were gonna win it anyway, right?
Right.
But still,
right.
what?
But it was
lineup,
nice to look
Starbound.
at. Yep.
Yeah, that was.
10 seconds
nice.
left.
Hold on.
Spike planted. Wall will buy some time. Just enough to make us believe. And as always, our emotions have been played with.
Yeah. Okay, well, we go to another round of overtime. And let's see what WADA cook up here on this attack. They took their timeout to try to go for a C exec. It got completely stuffed because of a tap of the door at B. I mean, at what point do you just do the Shanks, you guys go for a I'll take bomb C strat?
I mean, it might be time.
You think it's time to pull that
It
one
might
out,
be
Doug?
time.
Like, be
Yep.
honest. Oh my
WADA.
gosh.
Yep. I mean, just if they can find a way to convert on this attack round, they'll do the unthinkable.
Literally unthinkable.
I don't think Starbound knows.
Winning a map.
Colby managed to TP up to half wall. No challenge. They're rotating away.
Okay, so showing A early from WADA into a pivot of clearing out B and C. They're going to want to try to bait out this wall, but that's a really cool omen smoke. That's a really cool omen smoke from Colby.
Yep.
That just deflects baiting out that B wall. Now everyone from WADA has to either go back and re-clear A, or you have to take C space and open the door B. The lurk smoke on the C site. I don't know if that's enough for Blue Otter to bite, though. This is a deadly combo that's about to happen. Look at Vanita's here. That vulnerable is going to come out, but Bob's already rotating, so I don't know.
So the nade won't be the play, but Colby has been here since the very beginning of the round.
Yeah. I mean, Colby's omen smokes this round have been insane.
So we're back to a spot where there are a little over 30 seconds left. We're just now leaving spawn.
30 seconds left.
We're going to rotate back towards C. The Sentinel is here. The flash has been cleared. Can C do it again? Can C do it again? Yes, C again.
Down. C.
Juna trades it back, but two have been found.
It's just unreal. It's
Still more work to be done, though. Still more work to be done. It's
10
not
seconds left.
fully dealt with. It's not fully disposed of. Juna scaling forward, able to get a kill. The decay going to cause some problems. The 3v3 as the spike has been planted.
You have nade.
Whoa! What a shot out from Femboy. They might pull this off. They might actually do this thing. Colby and Harper with so much to do. Colby's got 8 HP. Somehow stays alive. Not gotten to half. Harper gets 1. Harper, 70 HP. Has to tap. Juna gets 3.
Attackers
WADA
win.
finally win out the marathon. 18-16 on Lotus.
It's just